What the hell was that crap? Sorry, I for the first time I think ever, I go live and some big notice pops up on my phone going, moderation can help. Moderate what? Oh, be careful who can take part in your discussions. Blah yada yada yada. Biddy bang bang. Um, yeah, I was just scanning around again this morning. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody's heard nothing. It's a nothing void. Now I could go on here and claim, leak, 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 leak. I farted this morning. Does that count as a leak? I did take a leak this morning. Does that count? But if I was wearing a fez, would it be a Doctor Who leak? But, I'll put on a fez and a bow tie and take a whiz. Like I said, not much to discuss. The only thing I don't like about a 6-day week, and you're going into possibly another 6-day week, a lot of people don't realize just how much it wears down on some folks. Oh. I'm not kidding. You should have seen the look on one of the reps' faces when I told them about what went on over at my last place of work, before I transferred here. The last factory I worked at. And I was like, dude, we were doing 5 10-hour days a week and 2 8-hour Saturdays on top of that a month. Now you've got us doing 54-hour weeks. And 40, 50, 45-hour weeks the rest of the time. And it's crazy. And then, because I believe Christmas Eve is on Saturday, that means we got to work all that week right up to Friday. Oh, man. Probably just going to sleep through the Christmas break. Because I ain't got a whole lot of decent things left to do on Fallout. It's getting boring now. But other than I've been, going around adding little bits to the settlements here and there. I don't know why anybody wants to watch me do that. It's just, then again, I can't figure out how unboxing videos are popular. You're watching someone sit there and open something they ordered. Oh, look, it looks just like it did in the plastic display window. Ugh. Well, someone just said they haven't been on Twitter. You ain't missing much other than Elon Musk's mental breakdown. I feel that if you want a blue check, you should pay me so much a month. Thanks a lot. It's like that ass nozzle. I'm not kidding. There was a reason why that system was in place. This way you knew someone's account was official, verified, and you knew that person was that person. I know, but then again, there's a lot of people from, at least a couple people I can remember from back in the Hartnell era that I've seen announce that it passed. And like I said, unfortunately, that's, going to happen. A lot of us have reached that time of life where we're going to see people, move on. But, well, I do watch reaction videos on occasion. Review videos, I don't know. Yeah, reaction videos give me an idea of where the pulse is, because if you've watched channels for a while, you know who the genuine ones are and you know who the fakers are. Like, the ones who've been reading, stuff online, because you can tell when they're trying to act surprised, or next thing you know, they're Sherlock Holmes. And you people. Okay, yeah, that's all my wife watches pretty much is we got a smart TV. And that's all that goes on our TV. We don't have any, like I said, the only cable we have is the cable modem. We don't have any channels subscribed to. We do not have, we watch all our stuff streaming. And also we have a Netflix subscription that I've had for years. And that's about it. Everything else is, I don't even bother with broadcast TV anymore. Haven't for years. Yesterday, for the first time ever, it was doing all kinds of wackety stuff. I was out, but I was parked over in front of the HR building, but I've never had any trouble with that. Sorry, it's just I don't know what much to get into because 6 degrees Celsius. Oh, that ain't good. Okay. Here it's 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is weird because my car didn't give its usual weather warning madness. That's one of the things in some cars you do have. Remember the first time I was out and got my BMW X1. And like I said, don't be too impressed. Like I said, I don't buy these things new. Never had any trouble with the X1 though, but you're sitting there going down the road and all of a sudden you get this big snowflake symbol, and that was on the X1. Here it'll say, but the thing is, on these cars they use the same chime for everything, right down including your seatbelt. So you're sitting there going, oh great, what's wrong now? But when I was driving the X1, that one just puts up this big snowflake symbol indicating cold weather. And it's like, the first time that happened, I had to go look it up later because I was like, oh my God, what does the Ninja Star of Death mean? Okay, it just went. Well, must be the weather. I just got a thing saying reconnect. Great, now it's going to do this in the morning. Plus, I don't mention this to anybody, but I know they were messing around with stuff in there for a while that was interfering with people's cell phones, and it ticked a lot of people off. I just hope they aren't back to that again. So I'd love to give you some news. I'd love to tell you something new's happening. But sadly, there's nothing getting out other than, like I told you a few days ago, or was this a couple days ago? I have to look it up. That word's already going around. They're looking for possible spinoff. And then get that from John Barrowman out of nowhere that said he had just received some devastating news. And now the spinoff news came from one of the sources that told me about Sacha Dhawan as the Master, told me about David Tennant being the next Doctor. So, and also they showed me some actual stuff. So I'm like, okay, I know this is legit because they've been a very reliable. So if they're going to reboot Torchwood or try to start another Torchwood chapter or something like that with no Captain Jack involved due to some politically correct nonsense, I'm not sure if I even want to watch it. Now, wait a minute. If Eve Miles is on it, I might have to debate. But because Eve's a character. So I loved her in Keeping Faith. Very damn good acting. And I don't normally watch, stuff like that. And I was hooked into it. But like I said, keep in mind that speculation though right now, but based on what we've seen, it is a cause for alarm unless John comes out. He already said he can't say anything about it right now. And that kind of fits, unfortunately, because they've not made any outside announcements about starting spinoff. This came one of the few glimpses I get inside, from the new studio. Well, you didn't miss a whole lot, Grant, because the streaming went out at least once or twice for some reason this morning. Well, you got to hang on. You got to get past Torchwood episode 2, though. The second episode was kind of bad. I'm not going to lie to you. That was day 1, I believe. The creature that kills with their, I ain't going to say what. But they did have some great episodes. Yeah, Countryside was awesome. Written by Chris Chibnall. Now, a lot of people went off on Chris about Cyberwoman. Folks, Chris Chibnall didn't design the outfit. Okay? He didn't design the costume. So why is he being blamed for that? No, I don't. I think it was kind of a Frankenstein story gone wrong. But I think personally it was that outfit that made it ridiculous. The Cyber Dominatrix outfit, as I call it. But there were other good episodes, like Chris Chibnall also wrote Exit Wounds, which I believe was the Series 2 ender. A very riveting episode. So like I said, you got to hang with. There's a lot of great episodes in Torchwood. It goes a lot more darker. You got Sarah Jane, which was kind of aimed at the younger audience. Torchwood was aimed for a more adult audience. It was it had its gory moments, let's just say. Yeah, Sarah Jane was awesome, and so was Torchwood for the most part. Just don't... All right, here's my advice for you if you're watching Torchwood for the first time. Don't watch Miracle Day. Don't watch that abortion that was their last series. Children of Earth rocked, though. You got to watch Children of Earth. Why? Guess who's in it as a guest star? In a pretty big role. Peter Capaldi. It's bad. You could tell, like I said, when you watch Miracle Day, you could tell at that point, yes, Peter Capaldi was in the Children of Earth, which was technically the 3rd season of Torchwood. Miracle Day was when I could tell RTD was burning out. Because it looked to me like a 5-episode script series that they tried to stretch into 10, and it just didn't work. Not to mention, the only great thing about it was later on in that series of Miracle Day, you've got popping up for a brief role was John Delancey. Another brief role was Nana Visitor, who had played Major Karen Reese on DS9. But other than that, it was... and there was nudity. Mainly because that one was co-produced by Starz, and because of Miracle Day, they'll never do it again. Well, I got to get running, folks. I am way overdue. So take care, everyone. Have a good morning. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you on the flip side. Hopefully we'll see you all in the future. And like I said, as soon as we get some more news, if anything breaks, we'll go into it in the parking lot. And of course, we'll go in it in the afternoon. A lot of people have been going, why are there no afternoon programs? I said, because I have been on 9-hour days. And by the time I get home and I have to decompress, I fall asleep, I'm just dead to the world. I got to get going. I'm way late. Well, not too late, but still, I want to get in there with time to get started. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good morning.